Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to sit down and do a makeup look. I am once again using the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals palette. Sorry if it's a little bit dirty, but she's been getting some use in it. I came up with this look and I just think it's just so much fun. Lots of oranges, lots of warmth to it. This would be a really good look for Thanksgiving now that I'm thinking about it. However, this video will probably be up after Thanksgiving, but I mean, it's still fall season technically. Ish, I think. Yeah, so I mean, you can still wear it. You can wear it any time of year, but I love how this look came out. I had so much fun creating it. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so to start off this look, I'm going to be going in with Soothe Matte, and I'm using a Luxie 250 large blending eye brush. I'm just going to keep it right in the crease and use it as a transition shade. Okay, so for my second shade, I'm going to go in with Story Matte. And I'm going to be using a Morphe M433 brush and keeping it right in the crease, mainly on the outer and inner corners, because we're going to kind of do a halo look with this eye. And then I'm going to go back in with that Luxie brush and just kind of blend out the edges. The shadow just blends out so beautifully. Okay, so for the inner eye, I'm going to be going in with the same shade Story Matte, but I'm going to be going in with Moda Cosmetics brush. This is the BMX 466 shade brush. Just wanted something a little bit smaller to get into my inner corner. I'm just kind of patting the shadow on it first and then really working it in to that corner socket. So patting and then kind of circular motions, really working it in. And then you can kind of start to bring it up into the crease. Actually take that same brush and kind of pat on the outer corner as well. And then I'm going to kind of bring it over and connect the two. Kind of like a bridge almost. I kind of like to lift my eyebrow up a little bit so it gets right in that corner, or in the crease I mean. Okay, so to just over the crease, I'm just going to go in with Story in Sequin. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Morphe E17 brush. It's a little bit smaller brush, and we're going to use Ritual Matte, and I'm going to put it on the inner and outer corner just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. I just can't get over how well these blend out. It's just absolutely stunning. So now I'm just going to go over Ritual Matte with Ritual Sequin. Just lightly tapping, not really buffing it out, just kind of layering it over. buffing it back out with Story and Sequin, just right on the edges ever so slightly. You don't want to add too much. And then taking that Luxie brush with no extra product on, and I'm just gonna buff out the outer edges up into the brow bone. I just want it to be like a nice diffused look with no harsh lines. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with Story in the metallic shade. I'm just gonna use my finger and press it right on the center of my lid. You guys, the pigment in that is just, oh! And then to top that off, I'm going to go in with Story in the glitter shade and put it right on the center of my lid. And then with using a glitter, it's not meant to go in or near your eyes, so use at your own use at your own caution. And I'm just going to put it on the center of my lid, trying to keep it away from my lash line as best I can so that there's no potential fallout into my eye. Okay, so to line my lash line, I'm going to be going in with the Moda Cosmetics angled liner brush, and I'm going to be using Memory Matte. You guys, this is hands down the most intense black eyeshadow I think I've ever used. Like, you could use this as a liner and it would be good. I mean, it looks like I have like a pencil or gel on my eye. It's just crazy the intensity of this black eyeshadow. Alrighty, you guys, so I'm gonna go pop on some lashes and I will be right back. Okay guys, so my lashes are on. I just threw on some Ardell Demi Wispies. Demi Wispies? Regular Wispies. They're one of the Wispies, but they're my favorite lashes and they're so affordable and I love them so much. So now we're gonna go in and do my face and then we will finish the under eye. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by going in with the Kypris Antioxidant Dew. This is a really nice, like, glowing serum that I like to put on before I put my foundation on. It just helps kind of rehydrate my skin, but then it also gives it like a nice tacky finish, which I like because then I feel like my foundation sticks a little bit better. So I'm gonna go in with that. Really, a couple drops is all you need. And then next I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I recently just got this the other day. I saw that Cami Carter, I can't remember if it was her YouTube or her Instagram, but she was talking about it and she said that she really likes it and she uses it on her clients. So I wanted to try it myself and I really, really do like it. I mainly just put it around my nose area and my cheeks where I have my pores. So I'll kind of just like dab it in real quick in those problem areas and then I'll kind of press it into the skin. So for foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is in the shade 112 and I'm going to be using it on this BoxyCharm foundation brush that I got in my BoxyCharm this last month, November, this month actually. Yeah, I really, really like this brush. I am not a brush person for foundations. Like, I love my blending sponges and that kind of stuff. I used to use brushes like back in the day when I first started makeup and then I just started using a sponge and I never went back, but I tried this brush and you guys, I really, really like it. I feel like it disperses the product a lot. It doesn't leave a streaky finish and yeah, I really like it. You guys will just have to see. And you really don't need that much. You can always, of course, add more if you do want more, but I don't find that I really need a whole lot. I'm just gonna go like this. You guys are probably wondering why I don't have my brows on yet, because I always do my brows first. That's the number one thing I do before anything, put my brows on. Just because I have a tendency to rest my hand on my face when I do my brows. That's really bad. So I just don't do my foundation because I don't want to leave a mark or you know, accidentally wipe something off, but I started doing my brows a little bit differently. I mean, pretty much the same way. I just kind of added something in there so I'm not having to like, I don't know. I'll show you guys how I do my brows in a second. I definitely like it better because I'm able to get the foundation, I feel like, right up next to my brow, and I don't have any like gaps or space like I feel like I used to have. And then for concealer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. You guys, this concealer, I recently started using it. I know it's been out for a little bit already, but I always use my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I just like it. It's a good go-to. But this concealer, it's good. It's very, very full coverage. I heard it is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I've never used Tarte Shape Tape before because I can't justify buying a concealer that expensive. I'm such a drugstore girl when it comes to concealers, because there's so many good things out there that I just feel like are exactly the same and you're not paying as much. But anyways, this is it's a really good concealer. You guys can see. Here, I'll just show you. I'm gonna put one dot on the inner corner, one dot on the outer corner, and one on my nose, right there. You guys, when I tell you the coverage of this, I used to put 3 dots under my eye and I just felt like it was a lot and it made it just harder for me to blend out because it was so much product and I felt like it was just like spreading over my face a lot. I do feel like they don't have as many shades though as I would like. Like, it was either this one or like a bright white or like a super yellowy shade that was a little bit darker, so I kind of had to compromise, which I don't mind because I don't mind brightening up my under eye. Okay, so to set my under eye and my whole face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me. This is a loose finishing powder. I am using the shade Fair. I go back and forth between, I think it's Fair Light and Fair. It just kind of depends on if I've been out in the sun or not. I mainly use this small brush. It's just an e.l.f. under eye brush, and I'll use it in my T-zone, under my eye areas, all the little nooks and cranny spots that make it harder for a powder brush. I just kind of dab away. And then I will take my Morphe powder brush like so and just kind of like dab. I don't like to swirl or move it around a lot. I just kind of like dab like so. It keeps the product from dispersing. Did I just say I don't like to swirl, and here I am swirling? I don't know what I say half the time. I don't know. Whatever I'm doing right now on my face, it's working for me though. Alrighty, so we're going to finish my under eye real quick. I'm going to line my waterline with a black eyeliner, and then we'll go back in with the palette and smudge everything out. Okay, so to set the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the shade Ritual in Matte. And the brush I'm using, it's just a flat, I don't know, definer brush that I use for my waterline. It's from Morphe. I don't know the number or anything because it wore off. It wore off. I'm just going to stamp it right underneath. And then I'm going to smudge out the lower lash line with Story in Matte. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, I'm going to do my brows. I was telling you guys I do a little bit of a different method now with my brows. Really not a huge difference though. So I still use my e.l.f. brow pencil and I fill it in just slightly, mainly on the outer edges because that's where I have less hair, except I am growing my eyebrows out right now. So they are a little bit bushy. I need to clean them up, but I'm kind of like letting them do their thing and get as much hair back as possible. And so I use this brow pencil just to kind of fill in the sparse areas, and then I go in with the e.l.f. This is the Wow Brow Gel. I believe this is in the shade Taupe. And then I just kind of go back over it and just kind of, I don't know, just fill in the areas and kind of shape it. This is kind of like a, I don't think it's a fiber, but it has a tint to it, so it kind of adds more of like those natural hair strokes and makes it look more of like a natural bushy brow, which is something that I'm really into right now. Okay, so we are going to contour now. I'm going to be going in with my Morphe contouring brush. This is the M523, and I'm just going in with my Maybelline Fit Me. This is the Mountain Poreless, just pressed powder. Yes, it's a powder. It's not a bronzer. It's not a contour shade. It's just, I am extremely fair, and I have a hard time finding anything to bronze or contour with that's not super orange, so I like this. It's not super pigmented either, so I can build on it if I want, which I really like. So I'm just gonna kind of buff into my skin real quick. And I'm kind of, I noticed I haven't been really doing that like harsh line really anymore when I contour. I'm kind of just like buffing, as you will. It kind of gives it more of a nice natural look and kind of blends a little bit better than that harsh line. And then just kind of bringing it down ever so slightly. I'm trying to keep mainly my contour and bronzer too. I mean, right now I'm just kind of using one shade. I'm not like contouring and then bronzing. I'm just kind of combining them, I guess. Anyways, I'm kind of keeping it, you know, where I usually do with my contour shade and then up in my temples and across my forehead, but I'm not dragging it down as much, I noticed, just because I don't have a lot of space right there. And it's, if you kind of think about it with shading and everything on a face naturally, that's not really, I guess, normal. So, and since I have like a larger forehead, I like to keep it mainly up top here and then on my cheekbones, and then I'll shade under my jawline as well. Okay, so now I'm just using a powder brush and I'm kind of just smoothing it out and blending it out, dispersing the product. And then for blush, I'm just going to be going in with Milani's blush in Luminoso, kind of working it up into my cheeks. Kind of like doing, I guess you can say, upward motion, so starting on the apples, brushing it up, and then bringing it up the side, kind of where my contour and bronzer is. It just kind of gives you a more lifted look with your blush. And then I like to go back in with my powder brush and kind of just blend the outside edges in. And then I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. highlight. This is in the shade Moonlight Pearl. So what I like to do is take, this is what is this? Illuminating Skin Refreshing Mist from the company Skin & Co. So what I do is I kind of just will spritz it to kind of wet it a little bit. And then I'll take my highlighter brush and go in. And I'll just buff into the skin in circular motions. And then to line my lips, I'm going to be going in with Maybelline Color Sensational Lip Liner. This is in the shade Nude Whisper 105. And then I'll be topping it. This is with the Maybelline, I believe it's Color Sensational Matte Lipstick. And this is in the shade Nude Embrace. This is literally the perfect shade for me for a nude. All right, time to set the face. Alrighty, you guys, so this is the finished look. I am so obsessed with this makeup. Once again, Tati Beauty came through with the eyeshadow. It's just so amazing. I just topped it with a brownish neutral lip and then added a little bit of an orange gloss to kind of warm it up a little bit, but I'm really liking this look. This would be great for the holidays, fall season, going into Christmas season. It's just really pretty. It has a nice warmth to it. I'm so obsessed with this look. So yeah. Anyways, you guys, don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.